Hello everybody, this is Starman and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal of Krondor. Well, I'd like to thank you all for bearing with me after the slightly out of sync audio from the last video where we explored most of the south part of Adimwood and we stopped at Sephinon. You'll note that we are currently just outside of Zun. I went to the Temple of Limbs Krogma and teleported over here so that we could avoid a little less lengthy walking. And we did walk this way before to get to Lamut. But we're going to make a quick little detour. Did I leave something here worth taking? Nope. Problem with leaving bags out in the open is that they do get looted quite quickly. But we're going to make a quick little side trip through here and go into the Mac Mordain Cadal for a bit, because there will be a little bit more of the dungeon that we can explore. And let's see what Najur has to say this time. We're at a dead halt at the moment. We've had this section of the mine exposed nearly the length to Avanda, when we found another blasted black Norhole. It was but a wee tyke and we were able to kill it, but it kept us bent for fits for weeks. Alone he was able to collapse several yards of rock. We got to make sure the mine will hold up to New Amran. Now a few months and we should be through to Alvander. So, yeah. We can go a little bit further, but not all the way. But we will be able to go far enough to be able to reach what I believe is Radgor's treasure hole. And yep, another bag that nobody has touched. And as I recall, it was sealed up right until the point with the pit. And yep. So we'll go to the left first. And this turns out to be a dead end. And I'm guessing that was what remained of the Brock Nur after the dwarves managed to break it up. The walls narrowed slightly. Soon the corridor made an abrupt turn, ending in a massive broken crossbeams, earth, and crumbled masonwork. Cave in, James pondered out. We'll have to go another way. And it says, turning around, the party ventured back up the corridor down which they'd come, but we don't actually turn around. So that would be where the new break is. Which leaves us with this tunnel northward, which is also blocked off. Well, maybe we can't get to the treasure after all. Okay, so that little divergence was all for naught. Yeah, well, live and learn. Wait a minute. And yeah, that's still a dead end. Oh well. Well, worth a shot. So yeah. I thought from what I read that there was a way into the treasure hole, but not so much. Okay, yes, fine, fine. Stupid party members needing sleep. I'm trying to go down that way. And running into Nobdur again. Now, I can't remember if we talked to the Lamutian garrison last time, but there is something I want to stop off and pick up while we're here. And yeah, Captain Belford has nothing to say. So yeah, why I came back here... Okay, well, we'll shift Owen's inventory around a bit. And he won't buy the trap. Okay, I am not charming enough to convince him to sell us an elven crossbow for cheap. But I can now outfit Goraf with one of the best crossbows in the game, as befits his elvish nature. And I can at least clear that out. And he will buy the scroll off of us at least. Well, with that, then we might as well head up toward Yabon Way, see if we have any more ambushes to deal with. Because we are nothing if not thorough in our exploration. And here's where it all began. And okay, yes, we still do not want to risk explaining to Owen's auntie why he is traveling around with a dark elf. Yeah, well, gosh. Not so much as a single ambush. I'm almost disappointed. Ha-ha! Well, just to make this interesting. With our stealth where it is, I think we might be able to sneak past. But then again, maybe not. Probably could have if the fog held, but you know what? We can handle this. Gee, everybody's missing all of a sudden. And not a single spell was cast. And might as well ditch that trap, which I don't think we're going to be able to get rid of it all. And look at that tree over there. The lower limbs have been hacked off. That means either we're near somebody's property line or... Yeah. Weird that we get this ambush notice, yeah, within sight of the town, but... And yeah, we'll go ahead and hit the pass again. We got Finn here. I don't know what you're doing here, Seigneur, but I don't think the Incladel is a place for any civilized folk to want to be. Even the Haddadi Hillmen are bundling up and heading south towards Yabon, and let me tell you something. It's a sure damn cold day when you get a Haddadi thinking about a town for a refuge. You must be Lieutenant Finn. Seigneur Locklear spoke highly of your garrison when he returned to Krondor. We were very sorry to hear about your commander's death. It happens. We don't get too sentimental up here if our butts cheek out to the mortal. Your butts cheek out to the mortal, hell. Too easy to get your best friends killed, so you don't get to be best friends. Of course, we depend on each other to protect one another, but not much beyond that. I don't think you came all this way to tell me that you were sorry about our commander. What do you need, Seigneur? We were thinking of heading north. Not through here you aren't. Even with the snow starting to melt off, the damn Mordhell set off some kind of explosion, brought down half a mountain or rock, and it'll take us some time to get through it. You say set off. Were they using naphtha in there? Very probably. Must have had packs of the stuff planted in the rocks, set up to slap us if we came down the pass. I think someone on their side got jittery when we were poking around. Whatever the case may be, nobody's going through either way for a little while. Thanks for the information, Lieutenant. Yeah, much more conversation than I expected to get there, but... Okay, I snuck through the ambush. No problem, so... Might as well circle back around toward Hawks Hollow, see what we've got in the way of combat there. Oh, but isn't there an inn here? No, wait, it's the other town that doesn't have the inn. Well, goodness me, you'd expect there to be at least one encounter on this road. James scrutinized his old acquaintance disguises. Casually noticed Isaac still mimicked a convincing limp, his method likely lifted from the style of Krondor's beggars. As waist-angled numbered purses, each doubtlessly filled with the clinking iron chips that lead the typical traveler to believe him a businessman, but James was far from typical. Squire James, have you traveled all this way to unmask me once more? That was 11 years ago. You were an impostor and we were facing threats against the life of the prince. Without knowing who you really were, I couldn't conscience de Lacy placing you within striking range of Arufa and Anita. No matter, as fortune would have it. I might have fallen on better times than you might imagine. I conduct my own business, go on about with my own affairs without the concern of the state. Without the concern or in spite of their concern, Isaac, I've heard grim rumors of you. Yeah, like being a scummy traitor. If there are rumors of me, they are spread by my competitors. I assure you, noble senior, that I am entirely at the disposal of the kingdom. How may I be of service to you? If you've picked up any items from Mordain lock chest, then you must know how to open them. I want the passwords, Isaac. It would likely be nailing the lid shut on my own coffin. They've already looking to silence me. They've got assassins combing the mountains. Give us the passwords and we'll try and clear a way south for you. Why help me? Aren't you afraid I'll turn around and tell the Mordain where you are? You've already taken care of that problem yourself. They might invite you down for a friendly chat with the leader who will forgive all, give you a hefty slap on the back, and then lop your head off. Kill the spies. It's always the first step in an invasion. Invasion? Don't be absurd. The Northlands are in a state of civil war. They'd be completely incapable of making an organized assault. Why the efforts to hire the Queekians? Why so many Mordain assassins placed inside the kingdom? You're smarter than that, Isaac. Give us the passwords, and I will see to it that none of this is ever mentioned to the prince. Very well. There were 5, no 6 of them, and I can't remember which goes to which, but they were Shadow, Candle, Stranger, no, Die, Spider, Key, and what? Shadow, Candle, Stranger, Spider, Key. I'm sorry, I can't remember the 6th one. I know one of the Mordain had problems remembering the same one and carved the name into one of the headstones near Lamut. It's time we were going. I would tell you to take care of yourself, Isaac, but you've always been good at doing that. You never allow your grudges to die, do you? Grudges have nothing to do with this. I simply know to trust when I'm a trumble when someone is trying to fool me. Goodbye, Isaac. I have a suspicion we may meet again. Yeah, I think that conversation actually is meant to happen when you have Locklear with you, but that is neither here nor there, and we are back at Hawks Hollow. And I forget what shop they have here. Oh, yeah. Jewelry and keys, for some reason. Well, that just leaves us checking the bit between here and the Temple of Killian. Well, how about that? There was one more ambush. All too easy. And hey, just where we touched down earlier. If we'd gone east first, we would have run right into him. Well, that covers the whole area around Lamut. And there is one thing in the North Dimwood I might show you. But I think we will go through High Castle to do that part. But rather than spend a lot of time walking, even though I'm already roughly halfway there... Well, actually, no, wait. We'll go part of the way there. For someone who doesn't trust me, you certainly seem interested in speaking to me. Why have you come back, Jimmy? Didn't you get your fill of abusing me the last time we spoke? Stop your whining. I need some answers, and you may be the only person that can give them to me. Fine. What do you wish to know? Nothing. But yeah, that is a reference to... Isaac never showed up in the books, but the reference to kicking him out on Arufa's wedding day does refer to the events of the book Silverthorn and how James, back when he was merely Squire Jimmy, wound up taking a hand in stopping an assassination attempt on the prince, and how he took a personal hand in overseeing the security despite being about 14 or 15 at the time. Anyway, we'll make one more go trying to sneak through the crossroads, or blunder through it and set off the ambush. And finally set it off, and ooh! Now this is going to be a tricky one. We've got Beast Hounds and 4 more at hell. He shot his own dog. Alright, finally free to do some spell casting. Oh, come on. Must Owen do everything? Finally. And just out of curiosity, let's see how the party's abilities have increased. Defense has gone up to 70. Scouting 65, Stealth 110, Stealth 114. My Thief is less stealthy than my Wizard. The Elf is 115%. Defense is up to 73. Melee 76. Definitely respectable. Oh, heck, let's go. And yes, nothing on the dog, of course. Alright, well, with that done, we'll go ahead and head westward toward the Temple of Dala, or eastward to the Temple of Dala. And we will go ahead and pick up from here next time. We'll see you then.